Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
Hey, this is Mike and Chris Reloaded. So, Chris, I don't know if you heard Stan Lee was sick a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was reading that, and they said that he was in danger of not making any more appearances and stuff, especially as like Comic Cons and things of that nature.
Yeah, so it got me thinking, all the cameos that the master Stan Lee has done in our Marvel movies and other movies.
He's been in quite a few.
Yeah, so I got to thinking, what are some of the 10 best cameos by movie stars?
That sounds like a good idea for a podcast.
It is. So I think we should do that.
All right, I'm in.
And of course, we have to You know, I got to thinking about the Stan Lee thing and stuff, and I was like, so who's Stan Lee's got to be getting up there as having the most cameos in a movie, and it wasn't close. What was it? Oliver Hardy?
Yeah,
Is
from
that
Laurel and Hardy,
from Laurel and Hardy? He had the most with 400.
'17.
Yeah, it was some number. It was above 400. I was like, geez, Louise.
Yeah,
But I've never seen any of Hardy's cameos that I can remember, so we didn't include him. But we did include a couple. My favorite one is Bill Murray in Zombieland.
Zombieland.
That is my favorite cameo by any actor ever.
It was it was pretty good. Um, I just loved it how he just kind of like was played himself.
Yeah, he played himself as dressed up as a zombie.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't dress up as a zombie during a zombie apocalypse.
No, might get you killed.
Um,
Spoiler.
Spoiler, it did.
Yeah.
And yes, be forewarned. A lot of these cameos, they are spoilers in there. So
Yeah, we're gonna
if
spoil
if
him.
you haven't seen it, now a lot of these movies we talk about are a lot of older movies. So, but just there's your warning.
Yep, you've been warned. So he gets what? He gets shot in the chest with a shotgun, ain't that what
Yeah.
happened?
He sneaks up on Jesse Eisenberg's character
Yeah.
and starts messing with him as a zombie. And then, well, he thinks he's a zombie. So what do you do when in a zombie apocalypse? You shoot a zombie.
And then he had a whole dying speech and stuff. It was just a classic moment in TV history for me.
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Um, one of my actual was one of my actual favorite ones is actually
My boy.
your boy.
Uh oh.
Oh, he used to be your boy. Now your boy is a different boy. And in case you're not catching this, Mike likes boys. But
Only
anyway,
little boys. Oh wait, damn it. That's gonna
uh,
grow. Older
that
boys.
explains that conversation between him and Brandon. Then
Yeah. No, that'll get me in trouble. Yeah, Brandy got me in an uncomfortable conversation. I did not like that. I was like, "Oh God, help! Get me out of this." But anyways, go ahead.
something about Mary, Farrelly Brothers.
Yes.
The whole movie, that Mary was talking about how they that she had left her boyfriend Brett, and this and that, and that everyone talked about. Oh, Brett was a good guy. You should have stuck with Brett, and no one knew who it was until the very end, where her ex boyfriend shows up that she dumped supposedly.
Yeah.
Brett Favre.
Yeah, I don't know what his wife would say, but he did have girlfriends. He texted pictures of his Johnson to people later
Yes, he
on.
did.
But yeah, that was a classic. I love that movie. Something about Mary.
It was pretty good.
That was the one with Ben Stiller, right?
Yes, Ben
Yeah.
Stiller, Cameron Diaz,
Yep. Cameron Diaz. Yep.
I'm trying to think of the other guy's name. That
That's
was
the one where he uses his own goo as hair paste.
yes. He
Yeah.
got the beans above the Franks.
Yeah. Great movie.
It
Great
was a really
movie.
good movie.
If you haven't seen that one, you gotta check it out. But yeah, Brett Favre did do a cameo of himself. I'm sensing a trend here.
So far,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you pointed the trend out, not me.
I did.
So another great one is you're gonna notice that quite a few of my favorites are gonna be comedies for the most part. But John Hurt in Spaceballs.
Yes. Who actually did the scene from the original Alien movie, which was yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
it's
my
kind of like
baby. Hello, my darling.
he was meant to just do that one role, and that was it.
Yeah, where the alien explodes out of his stomach.
Yes. At the very end, towards the end of Spaceballs, are at the space diner,
Yep.
And he goes into a little fit of convulsion, and the alien pops out of his chest, and he looks at it, and he's like, "Oh no, not again!"
Yeah. Then isn't that where the alien gets on the counter and starts singing
Does
the "Hello, my
the
baby"?
frog dance?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the little frog dance.
yep,
That's hilarious.
yeah. That one was actually pretty good.
Spaceballs is probably, I would say, almost one of my all-time favorite comedies. I
It
love Mel Brooks,
it was. That's one of the best ones he's done, I think.
and they're coming out with a sequel.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, but it won't have John Candy in it. Rest his soul.
I'll tell you what. You want to stick with Mel Brooks? How
Yeah,
about Young Frankenstein?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. A lot of people did not for the longest time. I never realized too. The scene where Peter Boyle's character as the monster, the Frankenstein's monster,
Mm-hmm.
meets an old blind reverend.
Yeah.
The old blind reverend or priest or whoever he is, that's actually played by Gene Hackman.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the Frankenstein sits down on the table. He's trying to. The blind guy's pouring him soup.
He's like pouring it on him, a hot soup on him.
Yeah,
He's setting him on fire.
yeah. He's like, "Here, light a cigar," and he sets his thumb on fire instead. It's funny as
But
heck.
yeah, that was pretty hysterical, actually.
Yeah, Mel Brooks has got something going for him. Huh? What is he, like 90 something now?
Yeah, I think he's 92 or 94. He's up there.
I mean, and he's still pumping out movies. He's still gonna pump out
Well, I
another movie.
remember the yeah. I'm hoping I watched the little when he was on Jimmy Fallon. I think it was Jimmy Fallon right after Gene Wilder passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, he was jumping around, dancing around like he
Oh
was
yeah, I saw that
30
too.
years old. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
And he smokes cigars.
Mm-hmm.
I should tell you something. Cigar smoking makes you live longer. No. Okay, it's not true. So the one you were telling me about, we got Chuck Norris in Dodgeball.
Yeah, yeah. They had there was some kind of sort of tiebreaker or something, and they asked him. I think that they wanted to know if he was in or out, and
Yeah.
they went to the tiebreaker judge, and it just happened to be Chuck Norris,
Yep.
and he gave him the thumbs up. So, um, which I thought was pretty funny. Um,
Got any good Chuck Norris jokes?
um,
Putting you on the spot. There's so many of them. I
there
know.
is no, there's so many. That's like they came down. I heard one where they talked about they're naming a bridge, and they had a big vote to do it, and they talked about what do you want to name it? And I guess one of the most popular votes was naming it the Chuck Norris Bridge. They said no, you can't name it that because nobody crosses Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the best one I got.
It's a good one. It's a good one. So, what about? I liked Bob Saget and Backed.
Half baked.
I don't talk to people for a living. I don't do a podcast. So I don't know how to speak. Half Baked, yeah. Bob
That was
Saget.
actually pretty funny. Where he's in the drug, the whatever the drug anonymous
Yep.
meeting,
Yeah.
and everyone's there, and he's just talking about I'm addicted to weed.
It's like I suck your dick for weed.
He's like, Bob Saget just stands up. What? You're addicted to weed? Seriously? Have you ever sucked dick for a a hit of cocaine? No, I don't think so. Oh, that was actually pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Speaking of Bob's, how about Happy Gilmore?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker. I mean, you got the whole fight scene between him and Adam Sandler was hilarious.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, Bob Barker kind of just kicked his ass, really.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Sandler got ass whooping from Bob Barker, which is he probably needs to get now. I mean, Bob needs to come back and whoop his ass because some of his movies are like tanking.
Yeah.
Unless we've just grown out of that slapstick comedy stage of our lives.
Apparently, Netflix doesn't think they're tanking though
No,
because they signed him to another like 3 or 4 picture deal.
yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah, he's got like 3 or 4 flicks coming back out. I don't know. I still haven't watched the last one, so I don't even remember the name of it anymore. But I heard it was awful. So
I know he had the ridiculous six or something
yeah, I
like
watched
that, and
that.
then something about
Sadly,
starting over or something.
yeah,
I don't know. Again, I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched an Adam Sandler movie since like Big Daddy or something. That's about the last
which
one.
was a good movie.
That's about the last one I remember. But I don't know.
But who knows?
Who
The.
knows, indeed.
So what's next on your list, there, bud?
How about some people we just recently lost here? How about David Bowie.
Oh, rip,
Uh,
David.
yep, it's been just over a year actually since David Bowie passed away. But in Zoolander, the little face off between Hansel and Zoolander, Derek,
Yeah,
and the officiating guy was none other than David Bowie, who was actually again played by himself.
that's funny. There's a lot of officiating with cameos.
It's almost like they know.
They know they're the men to go to.
But at Zoolander, actually, the first one I thought was actually pretty hysterical. I hadn't seen the second one yet, but I thought the first one was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one either. The first one was all right.
I mean, you got of course, Ben Stiller playing the what a model Derek Zoolander, and then
Yeah,
Owen Wilson, which if you've ever looked at Owen Wilson, he plays the up and coming upstart model Hansel. And then you got
and Owen Wilson's an ugly man.
yes, which is kind of funny. I guess it's more of like they're parodying, what's pretty much the whole movie is. And then Will Ferrell plays Mugatu, who's like the guy that
Yeah, Will Ferrell's had quite a few cameos too in his day. But so another one is which kind of hits you to heart because I loved Michael Jackson. MJ was the man to me. I don't, no matter what his past was. Well, damn it, now it sounds like because the little boy thing again. Damn it.
uh-huh. All right then.
I'm
Well,
incriminating. I do not like little boys. I promise you. Little boys are not part of my life. Over big boys, you're in trouble, Chris.
uh-huh.
But Michael Jackson, he did a cameo in Men in Black 2. He popped up on the screen.
Yeah, during the little talk, they was talking to Jay about when he wanted to get activated and this and that. Um, it's actually pretty funny because Michael Jackson actually approached Will Smith after they made the first one. Said he absolutely loved the first Men in Black, and if they ever made a sequel, he'd like to, have a part in it. So lo and behold, they make Men in Black 2. So he gets Michael Jackson you know as a small part, a little cameo, and you see there's a scene where they're at the Men in Black headquarters and they're trying to everything's going on. They're trying to find all this stuff, and then he pops up on the big screen saying he's ready to be activated to have Jay. Come on, Jay, help me. I'm ready to go into action. This and that, and which I guess Michael Jackson's supposed to be an actual alien, but he's part of the Men in Black crew, which is funny.
Right. Yeah, it was hilarious. So I mean that's our top 10, and I know it's a little short, so I wanna mention my favorite movie that was full of cameos, which is
That is not the top 10, Mike.
oh, it isn't. Did I miss
You
one?
missed one.
Oh no.
You missed
Oh,
a
Matt Damon.
pretty big one because
Yeah.
Scotty didn't know.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Matt Damon. I did miss Matt Damon,
Matt Damon in Eurotrip
which is a hilarious movie.
actually it is a stinking hilarious movie. It is one of the most funniest movies I've ever seen.
Was that a National Lampoon movie?
No, yeah, yes, I think it
Yeah, I
was.
think it was. Yeah.
But it was, he, the main character, girlfriend breaks up to him on the graduation night.
Right.
And come to find out she'd been dating this guy, and he created just a whole song that he's singing like about how he's been doing his girlfriend behind his back and this and that. And that guy who's the lead singer of the band is played by Matt Damon. Of course, he's not actually singing the song, but I think the Lifstra is the name of the group that sings it. Um, just throughout the whole movie, you start seeing like when they're going like halfway around the world to different countries and everything else. You start hearing the song pop up everywhere else and this and that.
Are you gonna sing us a couple bars?
And at the very end, one of his best friend has it as his ringtone on his phone.
Yeah, Matt Damon looked hilarious in the movie too. He had like a spike through his chin and all punked out hair and everything. I mean, it was just a hilarious cameo role. But like now we've hit our top 10, huh?
Now we've hit our top. Now you may discuss your
And we've only made it 15 minutes, so I think I pushed us through these too fast.
Mike's fault.
It is my fault. I felt kind of pushy. Was I pushing you?
Yes.
Push,
Ow!
push.
Stop! Ow!
Don't worry. I'm not going to hit you. Last time I hit somebody, they haven't returned as our guest. So I won't hit nobody no more.
That's
I
a good way to
promise.
keep people off the show, I guess.
Yeah, smack them in the head and they won't come back. So if you're listening, I apologize again. I didn't mean to smack you. Well, I did mean to, but you know. But anyways, one of my favorite movies that is just loaded with cameos is by Kevin Smith.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Smith was good back. His movies now suck. Okay, I'll tell you that I have watched Tusk and I have watched what the hell's
Yoga Hosers.
Yoga Hosers, and I mean they were funny for what they were, but they were low budget attempts at comedical horror. But Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back in his prime, there were so many cameos in that movie that it was just an all-time favorite. You got Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill,
Oh yeah.
Ben Affleck, of course, and Matt Damon. I think they're all butt buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Let's not forget George Carlin.
George Carlin,
Had a small cameo in it. They trying to think who else it was. Oh, man, there was just so many people.
There was. It was just a plethora. Plethora. I used a big word. Actually, I learned on Caillou. If you don't know what Caillou it is, it's a little kids' cartoon show when my kids were little. They used to teach them big words every week. So I learned plethora from that.
I learned that movie from word plethora from that movie Three Amigos.
Three Amigos. I forgot about the word plethora in
Would
Three
you say
Amigos.
I have a plethora of gifts? Yes, El Guapo. I would say you have a plethora.
That is true. But next week we're going to have a show. We're going to bring back our top five show, or top five reload show, and we're going to have a new guest,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably one of our top favorite guests.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say that my brother Kurt, who doesn't listen to our podcast, but is
This was on the prerequisite that he had to at least listen to our top 5 shows to be able to be on the top 5.
yeah, that was a prerequisite.
So,
I did tell him.
if he's going to listen to a show and he wants to listen to this one right before this one he comes on next week, I will let him know ahead of time that I will ask him about our top 5 shows. And if he doesn't answer anything correctly, I will actually unplug him. So,
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
I'll make an executive decision.
An executive decision, but then
Yeah.
we won't have a top 5 show.
We will. We'll still have 3 of us.
I won't have a ride home.
Well,
My van is dead. Don't make me sad. But anyways, we're gonna do top 5 MA anime.
mature animes.
That's right. So all you anime lovers,
Not for kids.
yeah, this is shit that's not for kids. And I almost said the F word, but I held back.
You did. That's good. That's a way to refrain, Mike.
I'm a recovering F word user.
Yeah.
So-
FA.
FA. FA, yep.
Uh,
Fuckers Anonymous. Wait, that doesn't sound good. Did I use it?
In a very, very bad way, Mike. A very bad way.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I'm terrible. But anyways, it's going to be a good show. We're going to list. And I just got the heartbreaking news that my favorite anime of all time, Death Note, is not a mature rated anime.
Ha ha.
So I will not be able to include that, nor will I have to make Chris suffer through and watch it.
Ha ha.
So there's that. I'd also like to give a shout out to all of our listeners. We're actually having a pretty good month. We're at 66 downloads for the month, and that's just off of one show.
That is very good, actually, and we appreciate everyone for downloading and listening. I was actually looking at some of the numbers last week, and maybe I was looking at these all wrong. I'm not sure, but since we joined the website, our website, which is Mike and Chris Reloaded at Libsyn.com.
Libsyn. That's LIBSYN.com. Yeah.
.com.
.com. Not CUM.
Yeah. It's we had a total of 700 downloads.
I know, it's been a pretty... It's worth the money, I thought. It was a good idea. I'm glad somebody thought of it.
Which is quite a bit, actually. So, I mean, I'd like to hopefully here in the next month or so, we'd be about 1,000 downloads.
Yeah.
So that's we're trucking along pretty good. We're coming up on our year anniversary pretty soon.
In June.
In June, one whole solid year.
Yes, of putting up with each other's bullshit.
Oh my God!
And I'm hard to deal with. You can just
you
ask
don't-
my wife.
You don't know how the half of it.
The funny thing is, I don't swear that much when I text, so
No, just on the show.
just on the show. Well, you know why that is, right? Here, I'll give everybody an inside scoop why I swear on the show so much. Because I have two young daughters who I don't like to swear in front of. So when they're not around me, I have to unleash the beast, and I have to curse. It's like there. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, and it has to come out.
Mike, I'm thinking of a curse word right now. Can you guess what it is?
No, I don't want to guess.
It rhymes with bull and ship.
Bullshit. Did I get it right? But anyways, back to good podcast information. I want to encourage some of our iTunes listeners. We haven't been ranked in iTunes yet, so nobody has left us a rating yet, and we have had quite a few downloads through iTunes. So I want to encourage you, even if it's a bad rating, if you don't like us, you think we suck, donkey, dung, whatever. I was gonna say dick, but I didn't. Just rate us and help us boost so our standings go up in iTunes so people
Or
can find
if
us.
you want to, see Mike suck donkey dick, you can rate us that way too. So,
Yeah, I'll do anything for ratings. I'm telling you, we'll record it on live video and we just have
um,
to find it. No, I won't.
I know you guys think he's joking, but he's really not.
But anyways, so if you could just leave us a rating. I know there's a few of our friends who do have iPhones. If you could go ahead and leave us a rating, we appreciate it. Always comment on our site. We've been lacking a little bit on comments. We'd like to get some interaction. At least I do. I sit at home all day, so some interaction with you guys.
He does.
We would love it. We'll answer back. I promise you.
Just like in this podcast here, what is your favorite cameo appearance by your favorite star or whatever in your favorite movie?
That's right.
You can post it in comments. Which one is your favorite cameo? Not just ours, but just yours in general. And you can post those on our website, which we just talked about.
Yep, MikeandChrisReloaded.libsyn.com.
LIBSYN.
.com.
Or
COM.
also on our YouTube,
Our YouTube, our Instagram,
Facebook,
Google Plus,
um, Tumblr,
Tumblr,
Stitcher,
Stitcher,
iHeartRadio,
iHeartRadio, yeah, iTunes, Blueberry. I know that's a podcast network. In case you don't know what that is, guys.
Oh, I thought he was just hungry.
No, it's spelled BLUBRRY, but it's actually a pretty popular podcast network, which does nothing but podcasts to listen to. So if you like podcasts, I suggest going on there and checking a look, and you might find a bunch of podcasts that you be like, I'd be interested. Like I listened to a podcast the other day. There's a guy on because we joined a group on Facebook of podcasters, and there's a guy on there that wanted somebody to listen to his podcast and give him a feedback on it, and it was all about alcohol. Nothing
Kent?
about alcohol.
Kent?
It was a good podcast. I liked it.
Kent. Take note.
I liked it, but basically that's all we got for you today. I know we're running. We ran short, but we'll have a fairly long show next week to make up for it because there's going to be 4 of us here, and it's going to be a top 5 show. So be prepared to commit at least 45 minutes to us next week. I bet.
Yes, at least that.
So I'm all done for the day.
I think I'm good. Thank you all for staying with us this whole time, and we look forward to sticking with you for the rest of this as we go along.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Bye.